Hey guys, I hate to say it, but it's over. It's giving very corny influencer, I know. Um what it was what it was, and we have to leave it in the past and move on to something new. I do have a special guest today. And although this person needs no introduction, why don't you come out here, bitch?
Hey, y'all thought it was over?
Y'all thought it was really over. It's not.
It's
over.
not over.
In a different way. It's over in the sense of we no longer want to do the podcast virtual. It doesn't give as much as in-person podcasts usually give.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, girl, as we meet for the first time, we're going to have to record some podcast episodes for the girls.
Yup. This is what y'all deserve. In person.
So
In living color, honey.
we wanted to kind of rework the format in a way that leaves both politics and the virtualness out of it. So we're no longer virtual, and we can talk about politics a little bit, but
Here and there.
We want to be more fun with it.
Exactly.
And by fun, I mean kind of just not taking
editing show here. So throughout this entire video, in part 1 and part 2, girl, I have a chicken cutlet on full display. So if you see something, say nothing. You saw nothing. And yeah, I didn't realize the shirt was too big until after. And I'm like pulling my shirt up every 0.2 seconds. So yeah.
as serious.
Yeah.
It felt very doom and gloomy before.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be more jokey.
Yes. It's like things that annoy us, but not to the point where it's like super detrimental to our everyday lives. And it's like, oh my gosh,
The world's ending.
The government's after us. People are going through wars and famine. It's like, let's
let this be a comedy podcast.
Let's bring it back to the little small things that we want to discuss and jab about. One of the topics that I want to talk about is photo verification, honey.
Girl.
Some of these apps. The main thing I'm gonna complain about: why is the front camera not mirrored? Because
why isn't it?
When I take a picture of myself and then all of a sudden my face just like shifts, and I'm just like,
bitch, who was that? I'm like, that's not me.
This feels very, very, very transphobic because why is my face all of a sudden lopsided and going in the opposite direction?
Literally, it like moves my eye down a whole inch. It making my nose look crooked. I'm like,
makes me look like an absolute fucking monster.
Yeah.
I'm like, we have to photo verify.
It's horrendous.
I had to do it for this app called, honestly, I ain't gonna tell you on the motherfucking app. They ain't paying me.
Right. Until they sponsor.
Yes.
Then, you'll get a name.
It's an app that we use to basically rent a vehicle, and they wanted to verify that I am who I say I am. My name matches my ID, and they wanted to verify me holding my ID in front of this picture. And honey, it kept making my face jump in the opposite direction, and I was like, ooh, this man gonna see me be shook, honey. But the verification went through, and that I am who I say I am. I may not look like it in the damn picture, but damn.
Right.
Yeah.
Turns out we didn't even see the person we were renting the car from anyway, but
yeah, he had unlocked it from his apartment complex. Low key, I had already stalked him on social media. No shit.
Ooh, she did her research.
And this man had he kind of sort of hit on me.
Yeah,
he
a little bit.
In the messages,
he was using the heart, like the smiley face with the hearts around it emoji.
It was
interesting.
It was because I had thought I added a add-on where we can drop off the vehicle with whatever, however many miles is left on it gas-wise without having to refill it. And it didn't add it for some reason, so I added it, but I had to request to add it. And he sent a message. I had to send a message to him, and then he accepted it. And then it was late at night for me, but granted, it was Colorado time for him. It was probably 9:30 at night. This man was like, "Thank you so much for renting my car show," and sent like a heart eyes emoji or something like that. I can't fully remember, but I was like, ooh. I was like, low key, he kind of wanted no shit.
He wanted it for sure.
Yeah. So what you wanted to get off of your chest, sister?
What I wanted to get off my chest is something that I've recently changed my mind about, and it's in regards to roadkill. Them po babies ain't got nowhere else to go. They don't. And we don't offer them like a different mode to cross the goddamn road. So they have to risk their entire existence to cross this cement hellscape with these demonic ass fucking metal demons going 300 miles an hour to them. You know? They have to play dip and dodge, play leapfrog to try and fucking survive to get across the street. Them poor babies don't got nowhere else to go. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, I used to get real mad at squirrels and such because they would like jump across.
Double back.
Yeah, that's the part that bugs me. That's the part that bugs me. You already basically cleared the vehicle. You go back and then run again
into my tire.
You hit the tire. Yeah.
I killed a squirrel like that once. I felt so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't your fault, sister.
He cleared me. He cleared the tire and then he turned around into my tire and got gagged.
Right.
He got tore up.
Right.
And then I looked in my rearview mirror. Poor baby was like struggling. Oof. Let me not to get too graphic, but by the time I drove back past, the body was gone. So Mother Nature took care of it. I think a hawk had a nice free meal.
Yes. So, and that hawk deserved that free meal. Yeah,
it sure did.
Yeah. Now, I wanted to talk about something that I've struggled with for not my entire life, but honestly, I've struggled with since maybe since high school, because that's when I've started to reach like the maximum height that I was going to reach. And that is the struggles of being a big bitch and trying to thrift and find clothes that fucking fit, bitch. That is my constant struggle. Yeah. I love to thrift. I love to find things secondhand, finding, designer things that are, cheap or discounted. But girl, I may not be big, perhaps. Like, when I say big, some of the girls be like, oh, you're not fat. But I'm not saying I'm fat. I'm saying I'm 6'2". I have a size 15 in women's shoe. Right. Okay. 14 to 15 in women's. My shoulders are broad. My arms are long.
Girl, same.
I don't fit any of their clothes.
Yeah.
So
none of it is tailor-made for a tall, lanky,
So when you're in the thrift shop and you're buying secondhand clothes, you're going to be buying what majority people's sizes are. And most of these women have little tiny feet, and all the sickening cute shoes are going to be size 6.
Yep.
Size 6, 7, 8. You'd be lucky if you found a size 10 or 11 inside of a thrift shop. No shade.
Girl, literally. The only place I've been able to find some decent cute shoes is Only Maker. And it's like,
you have to pay for a overpriced handmade shoe that low-key falls apart after a few times. I ain't even going to hold you. There's some shoes from Only Maker that I bought, wore it one night out, and it's already falling apart.
Yeah, I had one heel that I had from them. I took one misstep, the whole heel broke.
Ooh.
So,
well, Only Maker, work on the quality, honey. Oh, another thing, Only Maker. While we're on the topic, this is for y'all. Only Maker, if you're watching, because y'all be following me and posting me.
Okay.
I need y'all to have every shoe that you have in your catalog that's a sandal, at least. I need that sole, the sole of the shoe, the bottom of the shoe that your foot goes on. I need that sole stitched in every fucking shoe, because every time I get a shoe from Only Maker and the shoe is not stitched into the bottom of it, it's slipping and sliding. I gotta super glue it, E5000, and it's still coming off. So,
girl, that one white heel you got, the sole is tall.
The black version that you have with you right now is worse than that. It's worse than that. So Only Maker, no shade. That's another fish fry. That's another fish that needs to sew the motherfucking soles to the motherfucking shoes, bitch. Because
we're already paying like $70 for these shoes. Like you could at least sew them shits down.
Sew it down,
like please,
girl,
please.
Like, but yeah, I want to go back to the topic of thrifting. I'm just too big scale wise, not necessarily fatness. The broad shoulders, the long arms. Like if it's a sleeve shirt, it's not fitting.
Yeah.
And I'm Noella can attest that she probably is the same. If it's a sleeve shirt, it's not
gonna come up to fucking here.
It's gonna be a baseball tee.
Like
it's a baseball tee, honey. And
Given very much have to roll up the sleeve to my elbow for it to make any type
it
of sense.
look like it's like intentional, but it's like low key we're a big bitch and we're trying to like, you know, hide the fact that we're a big bitch and can't fit the motherfucking shirt. Right. Unfortunate. That was a good rant.
It was.
What do you want to talk about this time?
Okay, let me talk about yesterday a little bit. So yesterday we went to this amusement park, if you want to call it that.
Oh shit! Here she goes.
There wasn't much.
Oh shit!
That I found amusing about it.
Oh shit!
Especially the price of admission.
Oh shit!
The price of parking.
Ooh.
And the price of a snacking voucher,
Ooh.
in which the snacks themselves only costed $9, but I paid $10 each for the snack voucher.
So they're pocketing extra money. Well, yes.
Yeah, how that makes sense? Point to me where that makes sense, because it don't make sense to me. Literally, why am I paying a convenience fee for your convenience? That don't make no sense.
So you don't have to work. So you have to do less stuff.
You just gotta scan the barcode.
You scan the barcode. You give us the food, and you say bye, and you low key. Not the icy being $9, and the voucher was like, what was the voucher? How much?
For $10, I paid $10 each, probably plus taxes.
So convenience fee of about $1 or more, but it's like still, girl.
I'm over it. I'm tired, and let's not even get into these rides, if you want to call them that. There was one good ride in the whole fucking shit, and we rode it once, and it took us like an hour and 20 minutes to get through hour and 20 minutes to get through the line. Mm-hmm. Just for that shit to last like 50 seconds.
Literally.
But I will say that ride was very thrilling. It was very thrilling and very fast. Shockingly fast. Like
I'll give it that. The mind eraser did erase my mind to the fact that it was a horrible experience thus far.
It made me forget the 1 hour and 20 minute wait.
Yes.
And in that wait, there was more than a gaggle. It was like an entire school of children in that line with us, being annoying, being children, yelling. Can I cut in line? I have cancer. Oh my god!
And it's like everybody knows everybody. All of these schools are going together, and it's like, oh, that's my friends. Everybody's your friend,
girl. Y'all all know each other.
And
these bitches are always cutting.
And
like, oh, I know them. Let me cut in line.
Girl, be real.
I'm sick. Sick to my stomach.
Be real.
You want to talk about when we got up to the ride and how these bitches was acting?
Oh, girl. So tell me how... the queers were getting these children together. They had they had a non-binary AFAB working like the gates and on the microphone letting everybody know, like, please stand one step back from the gates, like, please do not lean on the gates. Young man back there, can you get down? And then there was this gay black man. He was everything. He was getting so annoyed with these children because they were not listening. And at one point, he's like, he goes up to the speaker. He's not supposed to be on the speaker. He's just making sure all of like the safety belts in the bars are actually locked in. He's not on speaker duty. Baby, he hopped up on that speaker and was like, how old are you? You old enough to know how to follow directions. You see the arrows? Follow the arrows. Stand back from the wall. I need y'all to get it together. Like, very much, he was just like over all of their bullshit. And that was when we first got there.
Yeah.
And then even when we were like close to leaving and it was hours later, they're still aggravating him and getting on his nerves. He's like, child, he's like, I need you to go. There was this one girl, she's leaving off of the coaster. The coaster had ended and you're getting your belongings and you're leaving. Why this girl gonna get half of her belongings and then her friends waiting on like the second coaster, waiting for everyone, to clear out of that first section. And then once everyone clears out and they get on and push them out, those people come in. Why is she yelling to her friend? Whatever her friend's name, Caitlin. Oh, and that man came over and was like, honey, we're waiting for you. You have to go. Like, and then I'm like looking at her, I'm like, why is she yelling at her friend that's still on the ride? Maybe you gonna see your friend when she get off the ride.
An entire minute, you're gonna see your friend and be able to chat about the ride. Like,
so
let's not hold up everybody else.
Literally,
for no reason.
This one child, and then he's telling her this, and she's still yelling.
Yep,
she's still yelling to her friend, being like, "Hey, girl, shut the fuck up, move."
Girl, and then the second time we got off the ride, because we went back, because it was like, we tried to go on another ride, but they had a malfunction, so it was like, oh, we're not going on that one.
I think it was like the boomerang or something.
Yeah, it just went back and forth. It was a very simple ride. We ended up not doing that, going back to get our ices, and then we said, let's do a loop, and then we ended up going back to the Viper, I think it's called, or something.
Yeah,
the one that we
the
rode
Mind
first.
Eraser.
The Mind Eraser. Oh, okay.
We were trying to see like, oh, we had already went through this whole side of the park. We just made like a big circle. Let's see what's on the other side of the park. Girl, that was the end of the park.
Wasn't shit in there.
Girl, that was the end of the park. I was like, oh, that's it. Gag.
But no, the second time we got off the ride, there was like this one, like a group of 3 like little girls, and they just like stopped in the middle of the ramp, holding us up to like talk to people that they see in line.
Like, yeah, get on the ride. Meanwhile, they're
in line.
They're
babes.
halfway
They're
through
in the line. They're gonna ride it.
They're halfway through the line. Probably already waited like 20, 30 minutes. Like, yeah, ride the ride. It's really fun. And it's like,
and I think you said something to him.
I was like, excuse me, we're walking. It's like, why are you? And they stopped probably like 3 or 4 times down the ramp, and we're like, I was just getting annoyed. I wasn't gonna be quiet.
One more time.
I was like, I was gonna say something again, but it was really getting on my goddamn nerves. But yeah, another thing that's getting on my goddamn nerves. While we on the topic of things that get on my goddamn nerves, and
girl,
are the girls okay?
They aren't.